Today I'm going to show you how to add sequins to your knitting. You will need sequins, of course, a crochet hook small enough to fit through the holes on your sequins, and the yarn that you will need to use has to fit through your sequins as well. So first I'm going to show you on stockinette stitch how to add the sequins, and then I will show you on garter stitch. Okay, so I've knit to the stitch where I want to place my sequin. So I'm going to take my crochet hook and my sequin. Now these are cup-shaped sequins. I don't know if you can tell or not, but I'm going to take my sequin and I'm going to place it upside down on my crochet hook. So this is the back of the sequin. If it's cup-shaped, I'm putting it on like this, so upside down. Then I'm going to take my knitting here and I'm going to go into the next stitch on my left needle where I want to put my sequin with my crochet hook. I'm going to grab my yarn and pull it through the stitch, and then I'm going to pull the yarn through my sequin, and then I'm going to place the stitch onto my left needle. Now I'm going to purl these two stitches together. This is my original stitch that I started with, and this is the stitch that I made when I pulled it through for my sequin. So I'm going to just bring the yarn to the front of my work and purl both of those stitches together. And you want to make it a little snug if you can. Okay. And then you would just continue knitting, or if you wanted to add more sequins, you would just go ahead and put as many on as you like. On the wrong side of the fabric, in stockinette stitch, when you get to the stitch that has your sequin on it, you're just going to purl the stitch as you normally would. So here's the stitch that has my sequin. Just going to purl and then continue to the end of my row. Okay, so here is what the sequin looks like on the front of your work on stockinette stitch. Okay, for garter stitch, I've worked up to the place where I want to add my sequin. So I'm going to take my crochet hook again, and I'm going to put my sequin on the same way, upside down, onto the crochet hook. Then again, just like I did on the stockinette fabric, I'm going to take my crochet hook and go into the stitch, grab my yarn, pull it through the stitch, and then pull the yarn through my sequin. Maybe. Oh, there we go. Oops. It doesn't really matter if this happens, it will straighten itself out once you work the stitch. Okay, so again it goes onto your left needle. And this time, instead of purling the two stitches together, I am going to knit them together. And don't worry if the sequin seems out of place right now. We'll fix it on the next row. So you just continue knitting, adding more sequins if you like. Then on the reverse row of your garter fabric, when you get to the stitch that has your sequin, you would just knit it as you normally would. Let me just do the rest of this row really quickly here, so I can turn this around and show you. Okay. If it's flipped itself to the back, you just have to push it through. Well, I beat this one up a little bit when I was trying to pull the yarn through, but you get the idea there. So that is adding sequins to your knitting.